Welcome back. 2 refugees have died in a fire started at a Greek migrant camp. Immigrants sparked the blaze in protest at living conditions on the facility on the island of Lesbos. Firefighters have been tackling the flames, which also injured 2 other migrants and caused major damage to the site. It's thought refugees' anger was fueled by the deaths of a mother and her child in a gas explosion at the camp prior to the fire. Elsewhere in Europe, refugees at a migrant camp in Bulgaria have clashed with police, setting the premises on fire and damaging the facility, as well as throwing stones at officers. Police responded with rubber bullets and water cannon. Around 1,500 refugees rioted in Bulgaria's largest camp, leaving dozens of officers injured. Hundreds of protesters have been arrested. It comes after authorities moved to seal off the camp in the southern town of Harmanli. That followed reports of a skin disease outbreak among immigrants. European Parliament member Angel Jambadsky this week warned of the health risks to the wider population.
People of Harmanli want to live in safety. They don't want to be made ill by some sickness which was around 100 years ago, carried by some Afghan farmer. People do not want to meet these people at night.
The Harmanli camp currently houses 3,000 refugees, many from Syria, Iraq and Afghanistan. The population of the town itself is only around 18,000, some of whom fear infection. According to the Medical Academy and the capital Sofia, the migrants may be carrying viruses and diseases such as smallpox. Smallpox is described as an acute contagious disease. Around a third of those who catch it die. Up to 500 million people are said to have died from the disease in the 20th century. Yet, back in 1979, it was declared eradicated. Local paramedics who checked the camp insist there's no risk of further serious outbreaks of disease on the site. We spoke to Joaquin Flores, the editor-in-chief of the Independent Journalists Association for Peace. He warns that since Bulgaria is not the final destination for many migrants, these health fears are a threat to Europe as a whole.
One of the problems has been in any number of countries, not excluding Bulgaria, where you've had refugee camps, is that individuals will decide to leave and not come back, and they will try to integrate into a population, or they'll try to get to their goal destination. Bulgaria is not where they want to wind up. And so what was happening is that while you have the majority of folks waiting for legal documentation, waiting lists and time frames and things like this, other individuals have decided to leave the camps on their own, not to return and simply find their own way, perhaps in a destination country like Germany or France, Belgium, etc. So this is what we are seeing, and probably why those in charge of running the camps have decided, apparently arbitrarily, from what we can see so far, to declare this a medical or health-based quarantine.